finish this video, please? Also known as the Discerning Reader, and welcome to month 2 of the Lord of the Readathon. Hit that like button if Mordor is to the left of Rivendell, and hit that subscribe button if Mordor is to the right. If you are new here, this is month 2 in a 3-month reading challenge inspired by the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I will link last month's video announcement in the info card up above. I think it's on this side, as well as in the description box below. Basically how it works is you choose if you're going to be on the side of good or on the side of evil, and then you read books inspired by various aspects of the story. So last month, if you were on the Free Peoples of Middle-earth, you read 9 books to gather your fellowship, and if you were on Sauron's forces, you read 9 books to unite the forces of evil. You can jump into this readathon at any point, and if you were participating last month and you were on one side or the other, and you want to switch sides now because the prompts for the other side seem to fit much better with your reading plans, go right ahead. Or if you want to stay on the same side, that's fine too, and welcome. The main part of this readathon is that we just have fun and challenge ourselves to read more books, and of course, share our love for the Lord of the Rings. This month might be a little bit easier than last month, because this month you only have to read 7 books instead of 9. So if you're on the side of good, you will depart from Rivendell and read 7 books, inspired by various landmarks that the Fellowship visited on their way to Mordor. And if you are on the side of Sauron's forces, you will read 7 books inspired by various battles that took place during the time that the Fellowship was traveling to Mordor to destroy the ring. I'm going to go ahead and follow the same video format as last month, and talk about the entire Fellowship prompts first, and then go into Sauron's forces. So if you would like to jump around in this video, I will put timestamps in the description box below, and you can click around and figure out where you need to start watching. Let's start out with the Free Peoples of Middle-earth. If you are a free person of Middle-earth, you must depart from Rivendell with your fellowship and read 7 books. The first stop is the Pass of Caradhras, which is a snowy mountain pass that you must traverse in order to avoid the eyes and spies of Sauron. In order to make it to the Pass of Caradhras, you must read a book with snow, ice, or winter in the title, or with snow or ice on the cover. Saruman's magic has made the Pass of Caradhras impassable to your fellowship. You must make your way back down the mountain pass to the doors of Durin and enter the mines of Moria. Moria is home to the Balrog and to the goblins. In order to learn about these creatures, you must read a book with monsters or non-human creatures. After passing through the mines of Moria, your party has made it to Lothlorien, a stronghold of the elves, and the home of Lady Galadriel and her husband, Lord Celeborn. You must gather your strength under the trees and read a book with trees on the cover. The elves have given your party boats so that you can travel down the river Anduin. Merry in particular is very excited about this, due to his love of boats. To get down the river safely, you have to read a book with a blue cover. Your group has made it to Rohan, home of the Horse Lords. In order to win the favor of King Theoden and his people, you must know as much about horses as you possibly can. Therefore, you must read a book about horses or with horses on the cover. Your group has won the trust of King Theoden, but now Gondor calls for aid. It is besieged by the forces of Sauron. In order to learn about the honor and history of Gondor, you must read a book with a grey cover. You and your group have made it to the Black Gates of Mordor, and Sam and Frodo are close to destroying the ring, but Sauron's great eye is turning toward them. You must create a diversion outside the gates so that Frodo and Sam can safely enter Mount Doom. In order to do so, you must read a book with a black cover. And just like last month, there is another bonus power this month. This month, you can read the 2 towers to earn Anduril, the Flame of the West. This is another secret power that will come in handy for you next month, so make sure to read the 2 towers if you can and earn this power. As always, I will link the page below on my blog that has all the prompts and things, so if you need to reference them, you can do so down there at my website. There's also images you can use to share about this on your social media. Now for Sauron's forces. If you decide to be on Sauron's forces, you will need to read 7 books inspired by battles that took place during the original trilogy. Your first landmark is the Fords of Isen, an important landmark that will allow you to control Rohan. In order to learn how to fight in and above the water, you must read a book with a body of water on the cover, such as a lake, a river, or an ocean. Osgiliath is another landmark in your campaign to rule Middle-earth. Overtaking this city is vital, as it will allow you to lay siege to the city of Gondor. Your advisors predict it to be a short battle, so in order to learn the satisfaction of shorter campaigns, you have to read a short book that is under 250 pages. Your next campaign will be at Helm's Deep, otherwise known as the Hornburg. Here you will fight the forces of King Theoden, who is a master war strategist and a king loved by all his people. In order to learn how a king thinks and would react in the heat of battle, you must read a book with political or courtly intrigue. Another important campaign in your quest to rule Middle-earth is the Battle of Dale. Should you overtake this important stronghold, you can take over the entire forest of Mirkwood. Your assignment for this prompt is to read the book that's been on your TBR the longest, because if you manage to conquer the books that you've been meaning to read, that will give you the strength to take on any new challenges that come your way. The Battle of the Pelennor Fields is another important campaign. You have been besieging the throne of Gondor for many days, but King Theoden and his Riders of Rohan have arrived to lend their strength to the city. You must fight the Riders of Rohan outside the gates of the city in a long and bloody battle. In order to learn the importance of a longer campaign, you must read a book that's over 500 pages. Dol Guldur is a stronghold of the elves and vital to the control of Mirkwood. It is almost guaranteed that the Elf Queen Galadriel will arrive to help her forces. You must learn all you can about elves by reading a book about elves. You have made one last claim for power in your quest to find the One Ring, and you have gone after Baggins' homeland, the Shire. This is a battle that will forever be known as the Battle of Bywater. Hobbits are big eaters, and you need to learn how they think and act in the heat of battle. In order to do this, you must read a book that has delicious-looking food on the cover. If you need ideas to fulfill this prompt, I will link a Goodreads page below that has lists of a bunch of different books with food on the cover, so you can just choose one of those books and read it. As with last month, this month you can also earn a bonus power. This time you can earn the loyalty of the Wild Men of Dunland, otherwise known as the Dunlendings, by reading the Silmarillion. Now, for those of you who participated last month and earned either Arwen's Gift by reading Fellowship of the Ring, or the Corsairs of Umbar by reading The Hobbit, here's where that comes into play. So say you decide to be on the side of good this month, but you just reread The Two Towers back in June and you don't feel like reading it again. Or maybe there's another book on the TBR that you're just not feeling like reading right now and you don't want to pick it up. Well, if you earned either Arwen's Gift or the Corsairs from Umbar, then you can use that power and switch out one book on the TBR that you're not really feeling like reading right now. And instead, read Arrows of the Queen by Mercedes Lackey. This is a YA fantasy about a young girl named Talia who finds a legendary companion of the Heralds and sets out to return him to his rightful owner. In the process, she discovers her own destiny and becomes a herald to the Queen and uncovers a political plot to ensnare the Queen's daughter and take over the kingdom. Again, you have the entire month of August to read your chosen books, and you can switch sides if you'd like. For example, if you were on the side of good last month and you want to be on the side of Sauron's forces this month, that's fine. Or if you were on Sauron's forces last month but you want to switch to the side of good, that's also fine. We have one more month to go in this readathon, everybody. I will be posting September's prompts the same time next month, so in mid-August, so make sure to look out for that. Also make sure to look out for my August TBR video coming very soon. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I'm Corinne, also known as the Discerning Reader, and I make videos about the books you should be reading, so you don't have to spend hours scouring Goodreads or the New York Times bestseller lists to find books that you want to read. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!